How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We're taking a look at Workhorse, and I did a video earlier on them today because they dropped down pretty significantly after there was some news that they might not get the USPS contract this month. So there was a Roth Capital report that talked about how they were expecting just 4 days ago for Workhorse to be able to get part of this contract from the USPS. They thought that they were going to announce that the USPS was going to announce this contract today. However, it came out that they are expecting it by the end of the year now. So not anytime soon. It got downgraded from a $33 per share price target to a 27. So they dropped it by 20% just on the fact that they didn't think they were going to get it this early. And since then, the stock has dropped dramatically. So it's dropped about 8% since the market opened, and before that it was down about 3 or 4%. So it's down about 12% on the day as of the time of this recording. And like I said, I already did a video on this. However, I want to cover the fact that Ark Invest is still buying up shares of Workhorse, talk about why some people might be thinking this is a really big deal, why others aren't thinking it's a big deal, and kind of my thoughts on it too, because I'm going to cover all that. It's something that maybe if you just hear the Ark Invest is buying, maybe you don't look into it this in depth. So I'm going to take a look at it. If you guys like this kind of thing, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I have the day off, so I'm trying to give you the most relevant information as possible. Also, if you want to support the channel and maybe you want my face on the cup of coffee that you drink in the morning, there's a link down there to the mugs and to some of the other apparel. Let me know if you want like a sweatshirt with my face on it. Right now, I don't have anything like that. Also, there's just a little bit of time left for the WeBull promotion. They are giving away 2 free stocks worth up to $1,600 each if you deposit $100. So definitely check that out. It really helps me and it helps you by getting you some free stocks if you haven't done that already. So Workhorse is down 12%. Let's just be honest, that's not what we wanted to see today. We wanted to see it go up 30% or so. But like I said, I did do a video recently where I covered, and this is just this morning, where I covered what I'm doing with the stock, whether I'm selling it or buying it, and all that kind of stuff, what kind of price targets I'm looking for, what the sell limits are. So if you guys want that, I'll link to it at the end of the video. But what I wanted to talk about was that Ark Invest is buying up shares. So we've done videos before about Ark buying shares, but this is a larger buy than they've done in a while. So they bought about 30,000 shares worth, about 33,000 shares worth. And I'm going to show you it, but there was a good point that was brought up to me that kind of downplays how much they're buying. And I'll go through that, but let's take a look first. If you look here at their autonomous technology and robotics ETF, you can go down Workhorse. They're the 14th biggest holding in this portfolio with 795 or 796,000 shares. If we look just about a week ago, you can see here that Workhorse is on here under the 15th spot. They have about 763,000 shares. And first of all, I think it's a good sign that they're buying more. Let's be honest. So it's a good thing that they're buying 33,000 shares. They're buying the dip. And again, I don't know when exactly this was. They just updated it today, but they could have bought it yesterday. They could have bought it today and just updated it partway through the day. But this was brought up to me that they had bought more shares. Now, John from On Borrowed Time did mention to me, he's a friend, so he mentioned to me that the weight of the portfolio is something that's really important. And this makes sense. Ark Invest is getting a lot of eyeballs on their ETFs. They're probably getting a lot of money thrown in there. And while I haven't seen the actual size of what they say their holdings are in here, they say that's 317 million. I haven't seen that go up really, but I haven't been paying a very close attention to it. However, it does make sense that if they are getting more money in their ETF, that they would be buying more of equal weights throughout this portfolio, right? So they don't want to individually buy shares of stocks. They just have a target weight, and then they try to balance it out. Now, I will say, though, this has changed a little bit. So if we look here, they have about 2.79% in Workhorse right now. And as of my last video a week ago, they had about 2.66. So I realize that might not sound like a lot, but that is about a $400 $100,000 change in the weighting. So of course they bought a lot more than that. I mean, if you look here, 33,000 shares at even just $25 a share is a significant amount. So that's definitely nothing to scoff at, because that is about $800,000, $750,000. It's definitely not a small amount, but you can see here that part of that might just be because of the weighting. So the weighting of their portfolio, they want to keep about the same amount in there. So I think that is interesting. Now, I did cover another stock that Ark is holding on to right now that is a really interesting stock to me, which is Space Stock, or a Virgin Galactic stock. And this is a stock that I will be talking about later today because I did buy more of it. I might actually come out with that video tomorrow. We'll see. But that is a very interesting stock to me, and it is one that they have been buying up. So that's something that I would probably consider too. Now, again, with Workhorse, we don't know where it's going to go, right? So I talked about this in my video this morning, a lot more in depth, but we don't know where the stock price is going to go. A lot of people are buying back in, or buying in for the first time because they see this dip. There's been really no fundamental change in this company, right? So it's not like they came out, or the USPS came out and said that they didn't get the contract. Right now, we just have to wait longer. So they could go down drastically short term. I could see like negative 5% every day for the next couple of days. But we don't know at this point what's going to happen. I could also see a rebound if there's any kind of leak that comes out, or, the USPS might announce still this month. They were not the ones that came out and said that there's going to be a delay. Roth Capital came out and said that USPS wasn't going to announce till the end of the year. So we haven't heard it directly from USPS, at least at the time of this recording. So I'd definitely be cautious if you're thinking about selling out. Now, I wouldn't buy back in or buy in for the first time or increase your position just because Ark is investing more. I would definitely try to consider what's going on, that it might be because of the portfolio weighting. But in the end, it's just up to you, right? So it's all about your risk reward. I would take a look at your portfolio and how much you're willing to risk into Workhorse stock, because while I do think it's a great company and they have great prospects in front of them, I've said this in previous videos, I've never driven their trucks. I don't know if they're really good products or anything like that. I've heard, mixed reviews on it, but in the end, it's going to be how high quality is the truck and what kind of technology do they bring to the table? What kind of cost savings do they bring to the table? So long term, if they have a good product, even if they don't get the USPS contract, if they can save companies money, I think they'll definitely do well. And they've talked about how they want to get into refrigeration. The other day, they just talked about how they wanted to get into Class 2 vehicles, which it's not refrigeration vehicles, I should say. It's not the trucks that they have right now. So it will be interesting to see where they go going forward. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. If you guys like this kind of thing, please leave a thumbs up. It means a lot. Again, I just wanted to come out with another video talking to you about Ark Investing, trying to give you some more ideas and some more background on what's happening with the stock right now, and maybe help you out if you are either thinking about buying or thinking about selling. Of course, I can't make that decision for you. I'm not a financial advisor, but do your own research. Try to weigh this out for yourself, and you should be in good shape. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for using those links below, checking out the merch. Even if you don't buy anything, if you just want to take a look at it and let me know your thoughts, I really appreciate that. Also, get those free stocks from WeBull and hit the like button, and I will see you in the next video. We are so close to 15,000 subs. Please hit the subscribe button. Thanks. Bye.